So you mentioned Suge letting Big use the samples because there was some samples on his first album from
The
Death
crime.
Row.
Correct.
It's I believe Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You know, so they did have. They seemed that must have been a pretty good relationship for him to for free. And
Yeah.
this was even, but that would have been before Biggie even blew up.
Correct. And when they had a relationship, Suge and Puff go back even back when Suge was consulting. He wasn't managing because managers does a lot of legwork. When he was consulting Mary J. Blige and Jodeci and all of them, and you got to remember, Puff was working over there for Andre Herrera, who was the CEO of Uptown Records at the time, who they were signed to. So they had working relationships. I'd have been to Puff office with Suge, where they went in and had meetings and stuff like that. I've been at conference that was there. I remember when Puff showed up to a conference. I forget what it was, but that was in New York, and Puff came and was there. So there was a mutual respect that night in August of '96. After that, Puff called Suge over and came over to us and met and was like, Suge, what's going on? Why you coming at me like this? What's up? But I don't know what Suge told him. Puff now saying that Suge told him he was talking about Jermaine Dupri. Okay. But you know what? I believe Suge said that eventually. That's how Suge is.
Yeah.
I believe he said that. But that ain't who he was talking about.
Right.
But me knowing Suge the way I know Suge, he told Puff that. He told Puff that.
I was just talking about Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah. I don't talk about you, I'm talking about JD. Yeah.
What happened with Suge and RBX over Malik eating Suge's chicken?
I only heard the stories as y'all did, and so I can't really speak on it. But I heard an RBX story, and I know Suge never really cared for RBX because he thought he was a little hard because him and Suge knew each other from the UNLV days. I think they went to college together or played football together or something like that. So he might have known Suge without the homeboys and might have thought he knew that Suge, which is a different Suge. But RBX, he wasn't as tough and he wasn't putting nothing down like he say, but they parted ways with. I don't think RBX ever signed to Death Row. He just appeared on some songs. Because I remember he did put out an album in like 94, 95.
Did he?
Yeah, RBX had a deal. He put something out. And I remember RBX coming up to the studio, and I kept him out in the lot, and Suge went and met with him in the parking lot. Didn't even let him back in the studio at Canal. So, yeah, but this is like 95, sometime in 95. Yeah.
That's crazy. I never heard the RBX album. Wow.
Yeah.
Is it online? Do you know?
I don't know. It was some small record label, independent.
Oh, okay. It wasn't under Death Row.
No.
Gotcha.
Oh, no.
Gotcha.
No, Death Row.
Did you guys ever pass up on signing someone that you wish you would have signed at Death Row?
Oh, well, there's all type of rumors people came through. Shit, I had a chance to get Nelly when St. Ludacris was when that song Country Grammar was blowing up.
Really?
I think he came through the doors. B2K came through the doors, but shit, they would have been worse than Danny Boy. All that talent and never got out. We never known who B2K was, but they came through the doors. Of course, y'all would say Warren G, but that ain't Suge's doing. Suge get blamed for that. That's Dr. Dre's doing that they want to sign Warren G. And I believe the reasoning for that was because Dre is a mama boy. And Warren G is the product of his daddy, not his mama. And so if y'all don't get or understand what I mean by that, y'all got to dig a little deeper into the black family where we usually closer to the kids, even halves that comes from our mother versus than the ones that comes from our daddy. Not saying that everybody's like that, because a lot of people are. But there's a lot of, if y'all watch Maury, y'all see there's a lot of Papa's Rolling Stones, and they be having a lot of kids that out there, and siblings don't always have a relationship until they get older and become adults themselves.
Okay. So for people that aren't familiar with the Warren G situation, Warren G came out not too long ago. He did an interview, and he said that he told Snoop not to sign to Death Row, and that somebody had actually told Suge that he told Snoop that, and Suge confronted him, and he ran, and Suge caught up with him, grabbed him, threatened him, and I guess Warren G threatened him back or said he was going to get his homeboys if he didn't let him go, and so, he let it go, but
His homeboys.
his homeboys,
Who's his homeboys? Some homie Scrubs? That's funny. That's funny. That's comedy.
I
No
guess there was,
disrespect, Big C's, Alley, Trade, Flossie. But y'all know that's funny.
I guess when it came to go on the road, everybody had a ticket but him. And Dre told him just to do his own thing.
Told you, right there, showing the Dre with it. Because if you're a 50-50 partner, you'd be like, what? Let me work it out. Let me work it out. Let me talk to my partner. We're going to get this worked out, brother. Do your own thing. I think Suge been the fall guy for Dre. That's what I always heard. That's what I always heard. But anybody ever do an interview with Sharitha, she can tell y'all that story better. She knows the real.
Why wouldn't Dre want Warren G on death row? Because he went platinum, right?
I just explained to you, Kel. He's a mama boy. His mama don't want him being cool with Warren like that. They don't. For some reason, they don't want us being cool with our daddy kids, other kids, younger or older. They trip like that, especially when they're younger. I mean, my daddy went sleeping with your mama after me.